Philadelphia, unfortunately, really is becoming continues to be this tale of two cities. My vision for Philadelphia is one city for all of us, where everyone has an opportunity to succeed. We've put out our plan. It's Opportunity Now. It's the Nutter Economic Development Plan. Let me give you some of the highlights. I'm going to establish an Office of Business Services to cut through the obstacles and create opportunities for all businesses, including small business, here in this city. I'm announcing today the creation of what will be the creation of an Economic Opportunity Council. And in my first term as mayor, I will double the number of minority, female, and disadvantaged businesses awarded contracts by the City of Philadelphia. These entities, these individuals, business people trying to make a difference here in Philadelphia have been shut out far too long from economic opportunity with the City of Philadelphia. As mayor, I will provide the leadership of outside of the government to encourage minority, female, and disadvantaged business creation throughout the city, working with the private sector to be better partners with business right here in Philadelphia. With regard to economic opportunity and jobs, many of you have reported on many times the residential and commercial boom in the real estate market here in Philadelphia, but far too few Philadelphians, from a job standpoint, have had the benefit of participating in that. And so I proposed a mandate that our construction unions that do work with the City of Philadelphia to triple the number of minority and female apprentices in the trades within 3 years. As I've done in my work in City Council, I will extend that work as mayor and require that all city-funded projects use neighborhood individuals to work on those projects as well and set realistic goals and expectations for all of those projects. I'm going to establish a construction skills program that will bring hundreds of skilled minority and female workers into the building trades to complement the mandate of more of city residents being members of the trades. I've already announced my work with Community College. This current fiscal year, I put in money from last year's budget to increase the city's support for Community College, but there's a greater role for Community College to play in our city job training efforts. In any economic development project taking place in Philadelphia, we will partner Community College with that development project to make sure that workers are getting the kind of training that they need and the companies get the benefit. I want to use our public schools as adult education venues. Just because school closes at 3 or 4 in the afternoon for our young people does not mean that these incredible buildings should remain dark and vacant through the evening into the next morning. That their incredible job training opportunities can take place right in the community. I want to encourage our businesses to help increase the number of people in Philadelphia with a 4-year bachelor's degree. We know from other studies, 80,000 people are currently in the workforce who started college and have not finished. If we want to increase the college degree attainment rate in Philadelphia, we can start with that population. But again, many businesses have tuition reimbursement programs. If you're a low-income worker, it's very difficult to put that money up first, only to get it back later. I want our businesses to partner with colleges and universities with prepaid tuition programs to allow the worker to start school and have an arrangement where if anything needs to be paid back, the company gets it on the back end. I've already announced my plans to fully fund Community College, the city's responsibility at the 33% level, and to do that within the first term. Previous press conferences, I've talked about the Philadelphia Reentry Education Program and offering tax credits to businesses that hire ex-offenders. If we want to lower the crime rate in Philadelphia, we must get those who have made a mistake in life to get back to civil society and back in the workplace. Lastly, let me talk about an exciting idea to create a neighborhood TIF program. We know that TIFs, tax increment financing, has been used for major development projects on a site-specific basis. I want to take that concept and expand it to our neighborhoods that have not benefited from these kinds of economic development opportunities, create tax increment financing districts similar to Chicago and how they've done development, and revitalize entire neighborhoods, including a provision of additional services, similar to what we see here in Center City with the Center City District, but also, and my good friend next to me, Joe Manco, former Lower Merion Township Commissioner, we worked to create the first business improvement district that cross political boundaries and jurisdictions anywhere in the United States. We can take this concept to the neighborhoods and have revitalization in our communities. I made a small funny earlier about the SEPTA bus going by, but you know that very seriously I announced a transportation plan recently and talked about transit-oriented development, the amount of real estate that SEPTA owns, creating economic opportunity right around these transportation hubs. We'll market and expand the quality of life amenities to attract the creative class workers to Philadelphia, and whether that's improving streetscape, working to better ensure parks and open space are protected and maintained, and all the other kinds of economic development and entertainment venues throughout this city. Philadelphia has all of the assets that many other cities would love to have. What we've not had is the kind of coordination that we need from an economic development standpoint to make all of these things work for us. Lastly, let me also announce the creation of the Office of College and University Liaison. Philadelphia and the Philadelphia region has 83 of the finest colleges and universities that you will find in any metropolitan area anywhere in the United States of America. What we've not had is the kind of coordination and relationship with these engines of economic development. Colleges and universities don't go out of business, they only grow, they educate workers, they bring people here, they bring money to the region from a research standpoint, but we need a better relationship from the mayor's office to all of these institutions to make sure that they feel a part of the revitalization of Philadelphia and the region. These proposals and many others require leadership. They also require partnership with regional partners. I've demonstrated that leadership and experience, whether as a member of City Council, creating a business improvement district, heading the Pennsylvania Convention Center and working with our partners there. Chestnut Street, Lancaster Avenue, 54th Street, Frankfurt Avenue, and many other locations and commercial corridors throughout the city should be treated like the open-air urban malls that they are. In a mall environment, you have a mall manager. That manager works with the businesses in that environment to make sure that every space is filled, you have a good diverse tenant mix, and that the marketing and promotion of that area is done in a way that promotes the overall economic impact of that space. The same thing should be happening here on Chestnut Street and throughout the city of Philadelphia, so that every retail space, every corner, every business knows that they have a business services representative in the government to work with them, so that they have the connection and to make their way through the system. Of course, our systems need to be streamlined. I've already talked to you about the Department of License and Inspections and a few others that need complete, or as a TV show says, an extreme makeover, so that businesses understand Philadelphia is ready to do business.